Yo, what is up guys? Welcome back to the Films channel me today on F124. So we're here for round 7 for ANL season, in season 7 at Belgium this time, at Spa-Francorchamps for this round, for round 7 of the season. So as you can see in the background, it's a wet quali. So we're using on intermediates I meant to say. So as we skip on to short quali, because I'm just going to show you my best lap, and because I normally show you 2 laps, but since it's waning, I thought I'd show you my best lap instead. So yeah, so coming to this round, I'm looking forward to this race around Spa-Francorchamps. Looking forward to this race. I've been waiting for this race since the beginning of the season, really. So this is a race I'm looking forward to the whole season. So yeah, we're on round 7 right now. Only, I think it's about 3 rounds to go. If I get that correctly, I think there's 10 races of the season with 3 races to go. So I think Texas is next week, and Brazil is the season finale, and then they've still got a mystery round, the Joker round. I still don't know what track is yet, so I'll still have to wait and see on that after Texas, I think, in a few weeks' time. So yeah, so just showing you my best snap in quali, like I just said earlier in the vid note, in the background there. If you haven't seen my Abu Dhabi vid note, that was in the last round at Abu Dhabi. That was round 6 in ANL of the season. Make sure you check it out in my link description if you haven't seen my Abu Dhabi vid note yet. So I'll put it in the description if you haven't seen it yet. So I'm not going to spoil it what happened. I'm not going to tell you what the results, where I came. So make sure you check it out and all that. So coming through to the third sector now and proving over a second. And coming towards bus stop chicane. Just making sure I brake normally. Try not to get a warning, because we do get a warning, you get bad evaded, your nap and all that. So coming towards the 9 now. That puts me P5 at the moment. So similar to what I did in Spain. So the track's getting faster and faster each lap. So the track's improving, going faster each lap. So I did get validated on that lap, so I decided to back out and try again. And only with 10 seconds to go in this session, so this is kind of my final attempt or something. So I managed to gain 2 attempts and a half up the Rouge. I nearly had a moment here, almost made a mistake, but lucky I saved it. But it's not just that I made a mistake, this is where I made a mistake. I'm trying to cool my tyres down, and I didn't see that coming, so I do apologise to Ranger for that. I deserved the 5 place grid penalty for that, so it's not his fault, so it was definitely my fault, so didn't see that coming, so I deserve that. I deserve it anyway. So apologies for that, for the Ferrari driver. So anyway, so that puts me P11 on the grid instead of P6, where I would have been. Or I would have been top 5 if I didn't make that mistake. So we move on to the race now, and look, see how it goes from there, really. And let's hope it's a good one and all that. So 5 red lights are out, and we are underway at Spa in Belgium. I had an okay start. Come towards turn 1, just trying to be nice and careful. In the middle, and then I got almost squeezed by both Ferraris there, but at least I got no damage though. Heading down towards Toulouse now, got Durego alongside me, so I had to back out of that. And then I had to try and use my overtake button to get past Durego. He's a reverse driver for this one, because my teammate wasn't available. And I managed to get past just enough. I gave him a bit of space on the outside. Got the inside for the next corner, and I just enough to stay ahead there. So I managed to get my P9 back from what happened at the beginning of the race. And now let's try and catch up to this train in front of me, and hopefully I see what I can do from there. So yeah, so I think it's just me. The Haas driver in front of me are the only ones on the hard tyres, because all the others went on softs and mediums, because I don't know, I mean, it's quite a confusing one which tyre to start on. So everyone went for softs, some went on mediums, and only one or two, three people went on to the hards, including myself. So I understand they're much faster than me through the corners, but the time I get to the middle of the race, the hard tyres will be... The time I get to the end of Nap 4 or something, or Nap 5, or 3 or something, the hard tyres will get better later on in the race. So I'm trying to avoid the soft tyres for this race, because I know it's not a good tyre. I say it's not bad. It should be okay around this circuit compared to Abu Dhabi in the last race. But this one, I would say, should be okay a little bit. So now I'm just struggling to get into the DRS of the train ahead of me. But I managed to get DRS on this nap, just about. So I managed to get DRS on this nap, just under a second there. And then McLaren driver, who's a reverse driver, who just went past me, he's on the soft tyres. So I decided not to fight that much, and it's not because I'm on the hardest and my tyres are not temperature a little bit, but I am definitely on the okay tyre for now, but I'm just trying to avoid the sauce as I can, because I know sauce is not a good tyre, so it's like, well, I mean, what I'm doing right now is just try to stay in this, well, behind the McLaren, trying to stay in this DRS, well, trying to stay in the 1 second zone before the next DRS straight, not till the bus stop chicane. Then also trying to save EOS as well through, I'm saving my EOS a little bit as well, so I'm just trying to save my battery a little bit as much as I can. And also I'm trying to save as much as I can. I've got Nation who's behind me. He had a quality band, by the way, so he's starting from the back in this race. So he started going alongside me there. So I did give him space. Come towards the bus stop chicane. Little bit confusion there. I'm not trying to ruin his race, but I know he's faster than me, but he could have given me the space a little bit, because I wasn't turning a little bit, because I know if I turn normally, I would get the warning there, so I was trying not to follow the warnings and all that. So I lost the DRS from the guy ahead of me who just overtook me a nap ago. Still didn't get DRS, so not quite happy about it after 3 laps. So I'm kind of going backwards at this stage. So Nation I wasn't fighting that much, because I know he's faster than me, and he's also on medium, so... as well, not because he's on mediums, it's because he's faster than me. So I decided to follow the Nation now, so see what happens from there. And we're already on that 3, and I'm just going backwards at this stage. It's not because of my, well, because I'm not on the hardest tyres. It's because those guys are on softer and new rubber than I am. So I'm just trying to save my battery as I can and try and, well, I mean, I'm almost out of 1 second zone already at the end of that 3, so I'm just going even more backwards. So it takes about took me about 3 laps to get the hards up to where I need to be and all that. So into the 3rd sector now. Got Thomas right behind me right now. You see what happens next. And he decided to go around the outside. He could have waited a little bit, but luckily he backed out. And then as I come towards bus stop chicane, he decided to go for it. So he's just trying to take a risk there. But luckily there was no damage from that instance. So yeah, that's fair enough. I managed to go defensive at turn 1. Managed to get P11 again. And now I've got no DRS from the train in front of me. So, well, he's got DRS now. So now I'm kind of by myself again every single time in these races. So yeah, so I wasn't fighting Thomas that much on the Kemmel straight there, so I mean I was a little bit, but we was just having fun there. So decided to let him through because he had DRS and all that. So I decided at this stage on that 4, this is where I think I calmed a little bit, and then also my tyres were getting into the groove a little bit. I think the soft runners might be dropping off at this stage, so mediums might should be okay, but hards will be definitely the right tyre at this stage. So as we skip on to the end of Nat 5, we managed to cut up to this train, almost a train in front of us. So I decided to follow Thomas for a bit. So hopefully me and Thomas can work together and try catch up to this train. But luckily, we're doing alright so far after a lap and a half. So this guy made a mistake at turn 1, so I used my ERS to get past him before the Charouche, just in time. And then I decided to overtake Thomas with DRS on the Kemmel Straight there. And I decided to go to the outside and managed to get back into P10. So we are definitely catching up to this train, so slightly. So we are. I'm just trying to follow Thomas for a bit, see if we can work together, and try catch up to this train. As we move on to lap 7 now. I managed to get into the DRS of the Haas driver, who's on the same tyres on the same strategy as me, on the same tyres as me. So I get DRS on this guy. So I decided not to use my hot lap because I decided to save it a little bit, and also he has DRS as well. So I decided not to. I signed it him through anyway, so I thought, at this stage of the race, I thought, maybe if me and Thomas work together, so I decided to work the Mercedes driver, if I work together, try catch up to this train, we should be alright. So if we don't fight that much, we should catch up to the rest of the field, who's in what, things like, there's a train on the map right in front of us, so if we work together, right now, till the pit stops, we should be in a good place for good points for us, really. So I decided to follow not just the Haas driver, but I'm following Thomas as well. But he's on medium, so that's fair enough to him. So I decided to. Well, I nearly made a mistake there, but luckily I saved it. I had to use my battery a little bit just to get my speed up. And then come towards the end of lap 7, I'm just managed to stay in the DRS zone. Just about 8 tenths there. And also he has a penalty as well, so because of track limits and all that. Luckily I haven't got warnings yet, so I'm kind of in a good place at the moment. Well, I just managed to get into the DRS zone. And now I'm just trying to follow these two. And hopefully we can work together and try and catch up to this train. Run in front of us. They're not that far away. They're only they're over the Charouche right now, while we're heading towards Charouche. So I managed to get into the DRS zone once again. So I decided not to use my ERS this time. I decided to save it a little bit down this Kemmel Straight. Thomas managed to get past the Haas driver, who's reverse driver for this weekend. He's kind of new to ANL. Marco, where his name is, so debut for this season, I think. I think there's another driver as well who's in the Red Bull. He's another reverse driver as well. This guy went a bit wide there at the right-hander. So I decided to back out of that because I don't want to take any risk. So I decided I managed to save my battery a lot through these laps. So we are making progress. So now we're just trying to, well, try not to fight that much, but I'm just trying to follow these two at the moment. And hope we can catch up to this train, like I said a few times now in this video. I mean, luckily I'm still in the DRS zone under 1 second, so at least I'm in the toe though, so at least I'm in the right place. So the hard tyre should be better tyre at this stage. The soft runners should be, I would say, worn at this stage. Should be punchy-terry at this stage. Not quite punchy-terry, but I would say worn at this stage compared to the mediums and hards. The hard should be a good tyre at this stage. Hard should be alright. Hard should be really good at this stage, where I'm on right now. So coming towards turn 1 again. We are definitely getting closer. The guys in front, battling for, I think that's like P5 or something up the road, if I get that correctly, or P4 or something like that. So over the Charouche once again. Best corners on the circuit, and also a legendary corner as well. It's been there for decades. Got DOS again, and he decided to go for the overtake. So I decided to just watch sitting duck on this one. And my teammate decided to pit in. Not sure. I think he's on soft tyres, so he decided to come in for mediums, I think. So, I mean, because he's started on softs. Now, this is where the soft runners should be pitting right now, because the softs should be worn at this stage. So, I decided to follow these two for now. We are definitely catching up to this train, for sure. So, that is good news for us. Well, me. Well, apart from made a mistake there, but luckily I didn't go off the circuit there. So now I'm just trying to use a bit of battery there and try catch up to this train. Using a bit of EOS there. And luckily I'm still in the 1 second zone. Just about. So not too bad at all. So yeah, so come towards bus stop chicane now. It got Wonderland's pitted. I think that's King James is pitting now because he started on the soft tyres. So he's pitting right now because he's on the sauce. So he's going to go on mediums, I think, if I get that right. So he's going on mediums to the end of the race now. And I think his teammate's pitting as well. So some of the soft runners should be pitting right now. Yeah, King James is on mediums right now, so he's definitely going to the end of the race now on these tyres. Well, at least I get fresh mediums at the end of the race, so at least I get 4 laps fresher mediums than he is. He's definitely faster. He's definitely a quick driver, so I'm not gonna fight that much. But yeah, so anyway, just following this guys in front of me. This is battle for P5, I think, at this stage. So yeah, so this is the train for P5 right now. The guys are on mediums, including myself and the Haas driver on hards. And yeah, so just following these guys for now. Saving my bit of battery while I'm following these guys. So yeah, so this is quite interesting to watch here. So that's why I thought, okay, let's see what happens from there. And also Ranger is right in front of us, and he's got 3-second penalty as well, so because of track limits and all that. So yeah, so this is quite interesting at the moment. So yeah, come towards the end of the lap now on lap 10. So shot runners should be coming in by now, like what King James did. We got Ranger and FO are pitting this lap. And then he made a mistake, and then that Haas driver made a mistake there. He lost the traction on the rears. So FO and Ranger are pitting right now. I'm not sure they're going on the soft tyres. It kind of be a risk. FO is going on softs, and Ranger is going on hards. So I was quite surprised. So good luck for that. And then Thomas made a mistake there, so I had to avoid the damage. Luckily I didn't get damage. I had to get a warning for that, so well, nothing I can do there, so I'm just trying to avoid damage and all that. So that gains me another place. So that puts me P6 right now, because I haven't pitted yet. So, and also these haven't pitted yet, because they're on mediums, I think. So I'm just trying to get into the DRS of this Mercedes. His teammate, Mongo, Thomas's teammate, the Mercedes driver. But it turns out I was a bit far back, but luckily he pitted and at the end of the lap. So I managed to get DRS from this guy, but his meme is gone off by now. So I think some of the media runners should be coming in soon. So I'm still kind of haven't pitted yet because I'm still on the hards. And you got the leaders are pitting on that 13, including the championship rivals and Nation as well, who pitted on at the back of the race. Well, he started from the back of the race. They're all going on soft tyres. So I'm quite surprised. So, I mean, he can do mediums to softs around Spa, but he had to go softs later in the race, so if you want to get the soft tyres to work. So, as Honda was... So that puts me the lead of the race, and Thomas hasn't pitted yet. So, because he's on mid, he should be on warm mediums. My hard should be okay at this stage. So I decided to come in on that 14, while the leaders were right behind me, on soft tyres. not sure they'll make it to the end, but at least they know what they're doing. And Thomas and I decided to come in on that 14 I meant to say, sorry, my apologies there. Going on to the medium tyres now, to the end of the race, and I managed to make a mistake once again in the pit stops, like I did in rounds ago. Apart from Abu Dhabi, I had a good pit stop. So yeah, so Thomas is on softs, I'm on mediums now, so we are definitely going to the end of the race on these tyres. So I decided to avoid the softs, because I know softs is not a good tyre, and mediums is definitely better than softs. And also mediums should be able to get to the end easily. Softs, if it was 5 laps to go, I would say yeah, softs is definitely the answer, if it's 5 laps to go. Or 6 laps maybe, or something like that. So as kind of was after my pit stop, on that 15, we got Strocco right in front of us. He's on old mediums, or something like that. So I'm not sure he pitted yet, or I think he hasn't pitted yet. So he's on old mediums right now, and I'm on fresh mediums. No, I mean he's struggling a little bit compared to my fresh mediums. So I managed to gain time against Thomas in the pit lane. So I didn't lose time in the pit lane. So I was kind of right with that. So I still can't find a way through, and also I don't want to get damaged as well, because I don't want to ruin my race from there. I'm still struggling to get past him, but I'm not angry about it, so I was calm. I was just following him for now. So I used the toe a little bit, and also I'm on the fresh mediums compared to the soft runners, so I'm kind of alright at this stage. So I decided to sit back and see where I can go, where I can get past him. As kind of was, well, I got DRS on this snap, and I decided to go down towards the inside at turn 1. I was going to wait, I could have waited till the Charouche, but I decided to get past him straight away, because he's on old mediums, and I'm on fresh mediums, so I don't want to cost any more time. I could have used EOS here, but I decided to save a little bit. Then I decided to use it on the Kemmel Straight a bit. And then as come towards the Kemmel Straight, he's got the DRS and he's trying to gain on me. And he's trying to get past me, but he's on old medium, so I decided to go defensive and managed to give him the bit of space there. And then I managed to get past him there just about. And so skip on to a lap later, managed to clear away from, well, he's pitting right now, so he's on old medium, so he's definitely going sauce for sure. So yeah, so now I've got to try and catch up to the leaders. Well, I'd say the next train in front of us. And then Thomas got DOS again. So I thought, okay, let's try work together again. Let's try this. Let's try to catch up to this train without fighting. So I thought, okay, let's follow Thomas for now, for a couple laps, and see what happens. If it worked, I decided to follow him, so because he has good pace, so I'm not blaming him. So that's why I'm following him for now. As to skip 2 laps later, we are making progress, and if you come towards this bit, Ranger made a mistake and lost the car on the exit of that corner. So he's got front wing damage, and his race is all over for him. So that is good news for me. So not sure about this championship though, but I might be getting more points than he is. So yeah, because I missed Jeddah in round 3, so this is my opportunity to, and also I managed to do all right at this stage. I only got a warning so far, where Thomas spun in front of me, but luckily I didn't get damage. So with 2 laps to go, this is where it gets interesting at the end of the race, because this is battle for P6 right now. Yeah, it is P6 right now at this stage. So I decided to follow Thomas for now, because we are doing really well, working together trying to catch up to this leading pack. Well, not leading pack, but catch up to this battle for P6 or P5 earlier in the video and all that. So yeah, so we managed to go up to P6, so we are not doing too bad catching up to this train. So yeah, just trying to not just saving my battery, just not trying to get damaged, trying to I think the soft runners who pitted earlier should be worn and struggling at this stage. Thomas pitted later to go on the soft, so his is a little bit fresher than those soft runners, they're ahead of us. So he should be okay. He should be okay on at this stage. But my mediums are definitely better tyre at this stage. So my tyres are definitely better at this stage. So because my tyres are not worn yet, and also I got a good. My strategy wasn't too bad today. So, and it's similar like Bahrain really, but apart from getting the fastest lap of the race, so like that. So this one was even better. So I'm on the right strategy. Apart from the pit stop where I didn't go off, well, I got stuck a little bit, but it's what happens every time. Coming towards turn 1, Thomas went onto the grass there, and he made a mistake there. So that puts me P8, so I gained a free position there. So I'm still in the DRS zone of his teammate and FO in the Aston Martin. So I decided to go for the overtake with DRS. And then coming towards the Kemmel Straight, I was kind of boxed in, and I have nowhere to go. So I had to back out of that, and decided to don't take any more risk. Well, I had to back out of that to make sure I don't get any worse. So decided to back out of that and save my EOS a little bit through this bit, and see what I can do from there. And still in P8 though, so at least. So I'm not worried about it. So I'm just trying to see what these two are doing and see what I can do. Through the middle sector now. To save my battery a little bit through here, because those guys are on worn softs right now, and I'm on. Look, I've got more grip than these guys have. So I'm just trying to, not just saving the battery, but I'm just trying to not take any risk. But I don't want to. I didn't see what I could do from there. At this point, I decided to go round the outside of Mongo. I decided to go around the outside of Mercedes at the bus stop chicane, and it kind of worked, but I got there eventually with the move, so I was quite pleased with that. So that puts me up to P7. Onto the final lap now. This guy decided to go onto the gravel somehow, so I don't know why. I mean, I could have got the DRS on this lap, but so yeah, so thanks for that. I don't know why. I mean, I could have got DRS on this lap, and then I would have run away, and then I would have run a bit further. But it is what it is. I think his tyres were gone at this stage, so I was definitely on the right tyre for sure. Made the right decision not to go on the softs though, because that would have been the worst thing for me. So Bahrain was alright, because that was definitely a right decision though. So now I managed to get past those three drivers who made, well, I think two made a mistake. One I managed to get past. And yeah, that puts me to P6. So yeah, so another P6 finish for me. So for this race. Depends if I don't make a mistake at all on that. So yeah, I'll take P6 in this race. Not too bad. So that's good for my. That's good though. I actually enjoyed this race. The first 3 laps I was struggling, and then at the end of that 3, I managed to calm myself down, and then I managed to improve a little bit. So Destroyer's won the race. He's won it again. So fair enough to him. So he's definitely on course for the championship now. Kingsman, I think he finished 3rd. I think he's struggling this race compared to last week's race. So yeah, so coming towards bus up chicane, around the last corner, and that puts me P6 because I got no penalties, and I'll take P6. So I'm quite happy with that. Good strategy, good recovery from, well, I say from the qualifying where I got the 5-place grid penalty from. So not too bad at all. Yeah, so that's from me today. So make sure you like, subscribe to the channel. That appreciate it a lot. That give me support and all that. If you are new to the channel, hit that subscribe button. If you're new to the channel, that appreciate it a lot as well. Yeah, so I'll see you guys in the next race. That'll be in Texas. That'll be the next round for round 8 of the season. So that'll be next week. So make sure you stay tuned for that. And make sure you have a nice day. Enjoy your day. Have a nice weekend. I appreciate a lot where you're around the world. And see you guys next video. See you guys next time on F1 24. Have a nice day, and see you there.